Hey guys, first long form video in a while. Today we will do something that I wanted to do for a while. I have these very scarred plants that I wanted to grow out to get a healthy tip, a healthy piece that I can root again to save the clone. But yeah, the scarred base of these plants look terrible in the background. So I decided I want to remove it now, together with you. I will put the camera on the tripod. I brought me some tools here. Something like that, you know? And yeah, we will remove it now. But first let me show you what the problem is. So yeah, see? This is a fungal infection. Superficial fungal infection, but a fungal infection, and it's really bad. But this is a rare plant. So I decided to grow it out to get a healthy piece, a healthy tip. And I really recommend that you at least consider the option before throwing a healthy plant away. A lot of people throw away healthy plants just because they have scars. Because basically, if you look at it, this is scars and this is a fungal infection. I think it was caused at the time by like a scale infestation. I treated the scale. Scale infestation came from eBay, from a plant from eBay. Took me a while to get rid of it, but now we have what's like the remnants of it. So here's the plant. This has popped. I wanted to remove this too, but now that it has popped, maybe I will leave it, but I will remove it down here. And this will be hard because it's very thick. Maybe I gotta get a saw or something like that. But I will remove this now. I'm tired of having this in the background. So let me put the camera on the tripod and then we'll try getting rid of it. Okay, so the reason I'm doing this now is because the plant has reached the roof and it's getting dangerous for the roof and it needs to go. But this is really hard. I have muscle problems and I'm not sure if this will work, but I will try. Oh man. Oh man. Man, this is really hard work. Really hard work. Oh man. I think I want to take off the tip first, the healthy tip, roughly healthy tip. Let's do it here. Okay. Tip is down. We will check that out later, but I now want to get rid of this here. Okay. This worked. I broke it off. Oh man. Let me show you what I did here. There you go. Yeah, and this is just the scarred part. Yeah, it's a shame. It's really a shame, but you cannot. I just felt like every comedian, everyone was being a comedian in the comments every time this thing came up, and it just bothered me. You know, people were treating me like I do not know how to care for my plants. But the actual truth is, people who throw a good plant away because of skin problems are fools. So, yeah. But this is pretty rough, you know. So, what I will do with this is I will split it up in pieces like this and root them to use as grafting stock. This is a perfect grafting stock. And every piece that will grow from this usually will have a healthy skin, You know, this is just, for this part, it's too late. But everything that will pop from this will have healthy tissue. So let me get the other one. But see, looks much better now. When I look into the greenhouse and see a plant that looks like I might get Ebola from it, that is something that I rather not have. So, okay, let me see. Check out how it was pressing against the window. This is dangerous for the windows, and it causes an infection. So, yeah, this was overdue. We'll keep this intact in one piece, root it, and just let it grow tall again, hoping it will not get skin problems again at some point. If you have a clone that keeps getting skin problems, then you can sort it out. But overall, I mean, look at it. This is a nice plant. Sorting it out because of the skin, I mean, some people do that, but it just didn't feel right to me. This is a plant that I got from a friend who passed away, a late friend. So it didn't feel right to dump it. So now I will put it aside and maybe split it up in small pieces like that to give it a chance to pop again, and then I'll think about what to do with it. But yeah, but look at how bad this is. This is the worst superficial skin infestation. This is fungal, and it's the worst that I've seen. This is really the worst that I have ever seen. So I'm glad that it's gone from the background of my videos. But at the same time, cutting a plant this size, it just doesn't feel right sometimes. I rarely cut back large plants, and in this case it was only done because I feel like this is just not good to have around also in the greenhouse, because you have spores, you know. So but again, a healthy plant can deal with this. The plants that are around it have nothing. It didn't spread at any time. It just affected this plant, and it was caused within like 6 months or so. This was a perfectly healthy plant, and within 6 months it started looking like this. From the scale, probably. Because it happened at the time of the scale. Got a large lobelia from eBay, and yeah, it spread to 2 or 3 plants. Not many, but you see the kind of damage this does. This is really bad. Okay, so let me see if I have something to make it a little bit smaller. This one here goes into the greenhouse. I want to root this so I have a flowering plant. This is a good plant, and if I can root this very fast, it will flower next year. These large tip cuts, they flower a lot. This is actually where you rather get flowers than on the remaining stock that is left with the large rootstock. The tip is often flowering first when you take it off, and the stress of taking it off can induce flowering already. So I will just put it like this to let the wound callus, and then we'll deal with the rooting. Okay, so this thing, I will move it out of the rain now because it's starting to rain, but later I would split this up into at least 10 pieces and root them separately. If anything looks like this, it will go into the trash, not the compost, into the trash. But for now, I think this was a one. Oh, this thing is heavy. This is really heavy. Oh. Let's move it in here. Wow. Yeah, okay, so let's deal with the other one. Because there's another one that has reached the roof and needs to be taken down. This one here. Compared to the other one, this one has, the skin feels like totally perfect. Yeah, but that one is pressing against the window too, and I need to take that off. So I will put the camera on the tripod again, and then I'll just try to take it off here. I just want to have a little bit of like a tip cut that I can root, but I do not want to take away too much, so the plant isn't thrown away so far. I try not to remove the tip unless I have to, and I usually do it when it's at the roof. And yeah, here you see these window panels, they can be pushed out, and that is a lot of work if you have to push them back in again. Okay, so let me try. Pretty sure this will not be a problem. The other one was my problem child. Okay, so yeah, maybe here. Or here. Yeah, here. Okay. It's totally messed up from the window too. It's good that we took it down. Let me show you. Okay. Check this out. Oh man, this is bad. Should have cut this 6 months ago. But gotta say, before the season, there were 20 or 25 centimeters left at least. Yeah, but instead of flowering, this plant has just grown and grown and grown and grown. Perfectly healthy. This looks good. But no signs of flowering. I personally do not care about having a lot of plant material. People are doing that, but I just want them to flower. And in order to flower, they need to get at least 80 centimeters, 100 centimeters, and most only flower at 2 meters. And yeah, this is the size when they start to flower. But it's a beautiful piece, beautiful plant. So I will root this separately too. But let's have a look at what's left in the greenhouse. Yeah. Now we can see the validas a little bit better, but it's still sad. Makes me sad. This really bothered me. I can assure you, the moment this channel is bigger, we will build a taller greenhouse so we do not have to do this in the future. I just don't like doing that. I have to prune them back every year. Now with this one we now have 2 years because of what I took off. Here's the other base. There's something that I wanted to take off too. Took a piece out of the side too, which was not okay. Yeah, now I will give this a chance to grow. But it feels a little bit sad, honestly. I hate doing that. I hate cutting plants back. I just want them to grow tall and become the best version of their self. Flowering, being beautiful. This just feels wrong. But yeah, we had to do it. Otherwise it would have messed up the roof. Now we have a little bit more time. That one probably needs to be cut back too this year. Because it's just at the roof. Okay. Yeah, we will move this into the other greenhouse now. So it can callus. Callus is just a wound kind of hardening up. from the sun, from the fresh air. If you would go and put this on the ground like this now, with humidity collecting below it, it would cause an infection instantly. Look at how perfect the wound is, no problemo. But if you put it somewhere where the humidity stays below, the open wound will just be an invitation for fungal infection. And now if you let it callus like this, within a few weeks to months, it is hardened up, and then you can root it, but not now. So we just put it here, leave it here until the sun and the fresh air have calloused them, and then you can then we will root them together. Okay, yeah, that was sad, but we had to do it. There was no way around it. Let's have a look into the other greenhouse. Oh no, there's another one. Oh, we need to take that one down too. Oh man, this is so... I hate that. Yeah, we need to cut more. I will take this one off too now. So let me get the tripod again, and then I'll take this one off with the tree scissor. But honestly, it's a refreshing feeling to no longer have that eyesore in the back of my videos. It always bothered me. When you have a channel, people look very closely. Okay, so let me get the scissor, and then we'll take it off. I already have problems with my muscles again. Every time I do something that stresses the muscles, I have problems. Okay, so now it ripped down the fruit. It ripped down the fruit. Yeah. It happens. I don't care. Okay, so here's this one, also pressed against the window. You can see here. Was time it was taken down. Okay. Yeah, now we have pruned back 3 plants, have ripped down 1 fruit, but it doesn't matter. I just wanted to have it done. I can't wait for someone to help me here. When you're alone, you sometimes gotta do stuff that comes with risk, and yeah, but it doesn't matter. So now there's more space. This one will need to be pruned back too, but not now. I don't want to do it right now. I've had enough for today. That one needs to callus too. Really woody, but this is a cool plant. Okay, so I'll just put it here sideways, so it has time to callus, to harden up. Okay guys, so looking at the background, looks a lot better now, right? I mean, I'm happy, a lot happier with the background. I now have another plant that has scars. That one got the same scale problems, but that one isn't there yet. I wanna let this one grow a little bit taller so we can root it again, and then we will do the same with that one. Give it another chance, let it grow until it reaches the roof, and then we root it. But that will be next season. For now, I cut back what I want to cut back. Brings in more light into the greenhouse too. You see here, this is important sometimes. This one needs to be pruned back too, but not now. We might do another video like that very soon. But yeah, for now, I'm done.